Welcome back to Transport Fever, and look at our pier in the city of Toronto. There are passengers waiting for a boat, but it's not the same boat that we had last episode. We have moved on to the year 1972 at this point. Money-wise, I think we're financially good moving on forward. I got $210 million in the bank account. No loan. We're finally past that. So I've been playing on here occasionally, making some improvements, making some upgrades to some roads, adding more trains on some lines because we just got goods everywhere. But the main thing with the passengers is this has been invented. A little lovely little hover boat, I guess you would call it. Look at that, 15 passengers on there. And not only that, it's actually making money. Yeah, the other passenger boat we got, that got upgraded to this. A couple things could have been why they weren't going. I did add a route going to Los Angeles down there. That didn't really change anything. It was actually the boat. Once I changed the boats and the boats went up and down a couple times, passengers were like, okay, now that's fast enough. We'll take that. So, finally the passengers are doing something to do with the boats anyways. So that's good news. Yeah, money-wise, we are doing good everywhere pretty much. Even the passenger train. Is this a passenger train? No, that's a cargo train. But the passenger train going all the way from Stockholm to Toronto, up and around, all the way, it goes to the outside of the map, really. But it goes through Zurich, Paris, Sydney, all the way over to Dublin. Currently, that's where we're going. But that train actually got 2 passenger trains on there now. One train didn't seem like it was making the money. I'm so starting to think, same thing with the boats. Maybe it's just too much travel time or waiting. So I threw another passenger train on there. And once I did that, people were like, all right, we don't have to wait as long. And they're starting to take it. But today, what I want to help out is the city of Chicago. If we go to Chicago and look at their stats, shopping facilities are excellent. Jobs are excellent. Transportation line usage is poor. We got a bus going from here to Paris, and they also have an option going to Hong Kong and Toronto. But even though there's, you can see the passengers waiting. How many do we actually got waiting to go on a bus currently? Quite a bit. I'm going to give them some more options today and start adding some more cities. I think I'm going to connect Chicago to Los Angeles, down to Helsinki, and we'll see if I want to go to Oslo or Washington. I'm thinking maybe Washington and eventually link that up to maybe Shanghai. I don't know if I go to Shanghai. And the other train, once on the outside, which goes to Dublin, I may have that go to San Francisco, around to Beijing, and that also meets in Shanghai. And I'm thinking in Shanghai, we may just build out our passenger terminal to a lot and have a lot of trains coming to Shanghai. Shanghai, get ready for the future. At least that's the current plan, I think. We shall see. The only thing that's going on up here for warnings is the Seattle steel mill. I'm trying. I don't know how many cargo ships I got going on this, grabbing steel out of here. But we got plenty of them now. Actually, if I go to here, we can actually see pretty quick. I don't have that many boats in the line, or any boat lines going. So you can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they got 10 ships on there now at this point, going back and forth. They want more steel. But everything's going good. But let's get focused on at least Helsinki up to Chicago. We'll start with that. So just looking recently, I was trying to think, well, where do I want to put the passenger terminal here, especially if I'm going to Washington and to LA. Well, I think an obvious fit is we're just going to go ahead and put this in right here. Turn this around. Let me get this up to at least a two tracks going through a 240, and yeah, we'll just go high speed. And we're going to pop that on there just like, wait, where's LA? LA is more over that way, so maybe rotate it more. I think I'll put it like that. And of course, we will have to connect this up, which is not that big of a deal. All right, and then I'm going to get myself a bus. Do I want to do the bus now while I'm here? I mean, might as well. So we'll get ourselves a terminal or bus stop there. And I don't think I have a local bus for Helsinki. Nah, I don't have a local bus for Helsinki. Who are we kidding here? So, yes, let's create a new line. And we're going to go from, I guess, here to here only. And that is going to be called... Oh, I didn't want to get rid of that, but I did. The Helsinki line. Hitting all the wrong buttons. Right now, I think this is called line 1. There it is. There it is. Yeah, so we're going to call this the Helsinki. If I can spell, that'd be good. Local bus. All right, and we'll get ourselves a couple of buses. I don't know where the nearest... we'll just get them from here. As for buses, nothing new has come up. We just got the man bus. We'll get 2 of them. That's all we really need. And Helsinki local bus. You get started on that. So at least that way when I get the train going, they'll already know that there's a bus going to that track. Oh, hello, autosave. Welcome. Let's go over to Washington. And yeah, I got nothing going on in Washington at all. If I want to go over to Shanghai, I think we will put the train to 240 high speed, just making sure everything's the same. We'll spin that around like so. Helsinki's there. Shanghai is there. I think I want it to spin more. I'm going to spin it like that. I kind of want the track to go up this hill and give me a little chance to curve around to get up to Shanghai. So we're going to pop it in somewhere like this. All right, now we'll get ourselves a local road. Try and figure out how I want this road to go. No, I'll snap you to there. Snap you to there. Yeah, that should be fine. Don't have anything going on here. I'm not going to set up a bus stop here as of yet. All right, so do I want to start running tracks over to Helsinki? I think you do. High-speed track. This will be the inside track. And, yeah, how do you want to approach this? Hang on a second. Let me look. There's no way going... I'm going to have to go up to this hill, so I think a slow slope and try to stay on this as much as I can. Stay on... I could care less about this road. I don't think many are taking this road. Cut across and then down the hill and bingo bango. I think that's what we're going to be doing. Are you sure? No, I'm not sure. All right, 150. Oh, you got yourself a little bridge there going. Yeah, bridges are fine. What type of bridge you want to go for? Well, no, I don't want to do that. I don't like the looks of that bridge, so we're going to go with the... Yeah, we're going to go... Oh, no, that's not what you wanted to do. Okay, let's... You want to try that again? And we want that bridge, and then... Yes. Slap that in. Oh, you got another bridge going there. And you're not going to... I wish they would just keep selecting the same bridge. That would be good. Good thing is when I run another one beside it. Oh, we got ourselves a little tunnel going on there. Nothing wrong with a little tunnel going on. Yeah, but next time I run a dual track next to that, it should match up the bridge nicely. So, of course, we can always change up these roads here in the future. Like I said, I don't really care. There's not much traffic going on here. So just right on down. I'm hoping I can connect to the track. Hopefully it's not going to be a problem. Too much slope. All right, kind of figured that would have, I probably should have came in here and did a little remodeling of this. Try to get it to go down sooner rather than later. And we'll smooth it out a little bit. Actually, if I can go over the road, that'd be kind of cool with the train. Then come on down, but we're not building a roller coaster. We're building a train track. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, let's try this again. See what we can. See if we can actually take care of this. So where's the too much slope? I mean, that is... Yeah, I'm not sure I understand what it's trying to do there. I mean, we can't have that. Well, maybe I try leaving here first. And we go up with it. You may be saying, why go up with it? And why make the train go over it? Well, the train's got to go up anyways. Why is it still too much slope? You let me build it to there, but then once I get here, that's a problem? Alright, well, we'll just keep going. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll back this up. How about that? Now what are you going to do? Huh? Now you're going to tell me too much slope? Yes, you are. Okay. Alright, we'll just keep backing it up until we get it. Let's smooth out the terrain here so it doesn't look too wonky. Let's get rid of the road here, so we don't have to deal with weird crossings probably. And alright, let's see. Alright, there we go. And now, I don't know if it's too important for us. We're going to go ahead and slap this road. Ew, you don't want to... You don't want to play ball, do you? You know what? Maybe we don't want the road there. How about that? Maybe we'll make the road come up on this side. What do you say about that? This might be a lot longer project than I thought it was going to be. I want to run this road up to here at least. So there's a difference between street and country road. Country road, from what I understand, is where they won't... The game will not build any more housing for the city. So a little country road there is not too bad. All right, so we got the road on that side. Although you probably didn't leave yourself enough room for building another track on this side, did you? So yeah, let's go ahead and get the double track in now. Ooh, What? Wait, why are we colliding there? What's your issue now? Well, I wasn't going to really start the track on this side of things, but here I am. Yeah, so I definitely got to the point, you know, the first 15-ish years growing up. Whoa, why won't you let me build there? Why are we having a problem with the terrain now? I said terrain, not train. We'll back that up a bit. And maybe this time we will just... Why won't you snap to... Alright, you're happy with that now. Okay. Yeah, so you spent the first, 15 or so years constantly trying to get lines going. And now that I got enough lines going, enough productions going, the money's coming in nice and fast. And now we can just get into trying to get things maybe a little bit more cleaned up. That did not go in. Get a little bit more cleaned up if I need to. All right, I'll worry about diamond crossings and all that later on. But okay, we got Washington. This is Washington, right? Yeah, Washington to Helsinki hooked up. Now let's get to LA. So we'll get a passenger 2-line 240 high speed going. As for LA to Chicago, this is where it's going to get a little tricky. So I think going up the slope here, because now I got to go up and over the mountain. I mean, go up and over the mountain or go through it. But you'll see when I get to Chicago where I want to put the train there. I'm going to go ahead and slap this in. There is a bus stop right there. I would like to get kind of close to... That's in that one. Yeah, I think if I snap it in there... Oh, that's in range of 2 bus stops if I slap it in there. Oh, I do like that. Is that too sharp of a turn? No, I think for Helsinki to LA, that will work out just fine. All right, so this is on my left side here. Again, these roads here I can move. But a little bit of a tunnel is not going to hurt us. A lot of tunnel would not be best. Wait, why do we got a bridge all of a sudden? If I do this as the crow flies... Alright, can't really see what's going on there. No, let's zoom on it. I could just use a landscaping tool and do something with it, but let's come out this side here. No, stop. I just move a little bit and it wants to jag out so far. It's ridiculous. You're not going to cross that road, are you? Oh, now you are? Oh, good. Once you get one in, the next one is simple-ish. Now, I do got as you saw in LA, we already got buses going there. I set up buses there for the boat passenger down at the pier. So that's all set to go. Is that actually connected? No, it is not. What the heck is that, man? Why, oh why did you do that? Well, now it's gone and created a whole mess. Let's make that so it's going to be hopefully a tunnel again. I'm not liking that still there. I might be thinking there's a part of a train track or something going on there. Oh, that's... I'm going to have to delete all this and start. Why you want a road? Because, you know, maybe cars want to go through. All right. So I can't fix that. Something weird is going on there. All right. Sometimes it's best just to let it be. All right. Let's go ahead and continue with getting our tracks in. Yeah, so right now this is going to be a passenger's route. No cargo as of yet. I may start bringing some cargo down by boat. So I got a lot of cargo. We're just going right now from Toronto to Vegas. Oh, no, sorry, not Vegas. That's actually Seattle. Seattle Steel. I may have them stop here. Maybe they'll start bringing some goods to LA later on. All right, so now let's go ahead and get our Chicago train station in. And, yeah, I need to rotate that around like so. And, yeah, for now, I would like to go to Hong Kong, but I'm not sure how I would do that. As you can see, Chicago is coming up the hill. So I'm going to go ahead and... Wait, where's... LA is going to be coming up there. But there's no real easy way to put this in. Or I could still do this. Is there... Ooh, maybe run the train... around? And we can come in from over here. And then I'll figure out... The mine is going wild. I'm going to put in... That's a 4, right? Yeah, I'm putting in a 4 high speed. I don't need a high speed here at all. But we're going to go ahead and... Because you can see the traffic coming into Chicago is pretty nasty. Yes, slap it in there. And then hopefully I can... Too much curve, huh? Not anymore. Terrain alignment won't allow me to do that. How about if we just go like this? And like that. So, the reason why I put in 4 tracks, I think I put in 4, did I not? 1, 2... I actually think I put in 5. Alright, we can deal with that. So, yeah, we'll have 2 tracks coming in from LA, and then 2 of them going out to Hong Kong and eventually hook up to, from Hong Kong, maybe hitch it up from Hong Kong. I was going to do this route earlier today, but I couldn't figure out how to do a passenger train. I don't want to get on my cargo line going from here over. I already got a lot of trains going here. Passenger train's going to be a lot faster than the cargo, and I don't want to be held back by the cargo. So I want separate tracks for that. And I was having difficulty figuring out how to go around this whole situation by not adding more tracks. I'm trying to make it look somewhat decent, but at least that's where I'm at on that. Anyways, let's get back to maybe just stay focused on one task at a time. So now we're going to come like so. I'm hoping I can sneak around behind the logging company, which might be a little tricky because someone put the depot there. So I'm hoping I can just go around that. I don't want to go over the road because then that'll interrupt my trucks going back and forth. It's like, what's going on there? Autosave is what's going on. So as long as I got room for another track on that side, then I'm okay with it. It's going to slow it down here some, but I think this is going to be a better route than going up and over. And then the people on the train are going to get a lovely view of the river. You're kind of making it look a little sloppy going through there. You want to maybe try that again? So dramatic with the leading up to the track. So this one... I mean, it's definitely shorter if I went up and over. If we do this as the crow flies, we want to snap onto that one there. There we go. And now we just got to run this, and hopefully I have no issues whatsoever. At least for a change, I don't have to worry about the cash. I haven't had to take out a loan for a while. Even at 252 mil buying trains, it's like, yeah, we got the cash for that. And probably going to put 2 trains on here, at least, because they are going quite a distance back and forth, so it's going to take a while to go back and forth, so having 2 trains would be very crucial. Alright, so I'm going to need, from this way, I'm going to need you to cross over like that. Let's get some signals for you. Should not be a train coming in from this side, but we'll put a signal there just to be sure. I don't need nothing in Los Angeles to cross over. I don't need nothing in Helsinki, but Washington will need one. So let's go back to the tracks. And this one will need to cross over. That should be good. And signal, and signal. All right, so now I need to create a route for the train. Why not put a train depot here? I mean, it makes sense. I'm just trying to figure out... you know what? I'll just put it here for now, and then it'll be fine. Because these are rather cheap. So we'll just back it on up. And then we'll just run a regular track. But you did it really terrible. That's all you need to do just to get the train on there. All right, add a line, new line. All right, so we are going to start from Washington. And then, of course, stop at Helsinki to LA. LA to Chicago. Chicago back to LA. Helsinki. And, of course, that brings us back to Washington. So I don't have any problems. Make sure everything's on the right terminals. Terminal 1, Terminal 2. No, that should be fine. I think that one's fine. Cross that off. Or check it out. So stop number 2. Stop number 2 is showing on line 1. That should be the other way around. And 6 should be on terminal 2. Or do I got that backwards? Nope, I just changed that the wrong way around. You need to go there, and then you need to go to Terminal 1. Terminal 1's closer to... Yeah, Terminal 1's closer to the station, which makes sense. I mean, it wasn't showing me any problems, and I'm trying to create problems for it. But I just want to double check on all this. Terminal. So that is correct. I think we're all set. I'm trying to make it more difficult than what it is, and it's not that difficult. All right, let's come over here, and we'll get ourselves a locomotive and some passenger cars. By train, locomotive. Let's see, we got that, which top speed is 140, 850, 2,500 kilowatt. That's a lot of kilowatt. This fast and heavy electric locomotive was, for a long period, the flagship for the German rolling stock. I think we're going to go with these. And then for passengers... I think that is what we have as of right now. They are kind of expensive, but... There we go. Is there a way to... Clone vehicle? Ah, clone vehicle. That's nice. And then see all lines. I did not name this. Right now it's this line 1, but we'll get them rolling. Then we get to see him come on out. What color do we want for this line over here? How about like a little bit of a bluish color? Let me get line 1 back up, so I got to rename that. And we can name this the Washington to Chicago train passenger. Click on that one. Details. I think it was that color right there. All right, those are good to go. But now what I need to do, though, because Washington does not have... you didn't even stop at the first stop? I mean, that's fine. Let's go ahead and we'll get a couple of bus stops down. We'll get one there. We'll get one here. This is all going to make a little bit more sense in just a moment, I hope. We'll get one there. And there. Let's go back, and now we're going to connect some roads. In the hopes that the city will grow. There we go. Yeah, you don't have a truck depot over here, so we're going to throw one down outside of town. Right there is good. So this is going to be called the Washington Local Bus. And yeah, we're going to just start you there, to there, to there, all the way around. And then back to there. Actually, I don't need that one. Because it'll go right back to that anyways. Washington Local Bus. And then get ourselves some passenger buses. I think we'll get 3 of them. All right, so right now this city is pretty much 0 across the board. I mean, it's going to take time for that to work out correctly. This one here is waiting for a free path, but that's good. You want to get those separated a little bit. All right, so we got the buses going here in Washington. Trains set up there. Helsinki, I need... Oh, I already got it. I did this already. I knew that. So, yep, that'll take a while before we see someone show up on that train there. L.A.? Wait, do we already have someone at the train station in L.A.? People want out of L.A., I guess, that badly. We should... we've got people down at the port. Look at that. Yeah, they're taking that. So, yeah, Chicago, though. Are you in range of the other bus stop? You are not in range of that. That's fine. We'll get ourselves some local buses here. What was I doing? I don't know. Bus stops. That's what you're doing. So yeah, we'll pop one in there. And then, yeah, you come around to there. We'll have you go to... just trying to think of the route. Then if you come out and you go around, I'll have you swing up to here. And then have a stop there. Have a stop there. I think that's a good route. New line. We'll start at the train station. You'll stop here, and then there, to there, to there, and Chicago local bus. And I think I got a depot. Yes, we do. We got a depot right here. And I think I'm going to buy 4 of them for this one because Chicago's pretty busy. Chicago local bus. Get on the road, Jack. Yeah, so I'm trying to help out this bus line here. So I think the next step is trying to figure out how to hitch up Chicago to Hong Kong to Toronto and Stockholm. That is what I need to do. And like I said, I don't want to build another bridge because this was expensive. This was like 50 mil to get one train track going across here. So I could use this same setup. Yes, there's cargo going here. And what I would like to do is maybe when I come off here, we'll keep using this, but then split off here early. And then maybe run around to the coastal side of Hong Kong. And then sneak through here. Do you want to hitch up to these 2 tracks here? And then you can come back off real quick and use these other terminals? I could. I mean, that's why you built the extra platforms, right? I mean, that was the whole plan. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, that is part of the plan. Because, yeah, traffic, as you saw, I don't know if it's still busy coming on into Chicago. From Hong Kong, we got cars backing up trying to get in here. Yeah, I'm trying to cut back on cars because it makes my trucks travel a little bit faster. So if I can help that out, that'd be great. Another thing I did do, especially for Hong Kong, is I made a 4-lane highway. Before, there was no road going around town, so all my lumber going for plastic was driving through town. So I put a 4-lane highway going on the outside, and that has helped out quite a bit. I did not cut this off. That's just the city growing. Yeah, look at all this beautiful goods that we got going on out. Another place where we get a lot of traffic, and is it busy now? Probably not. Yeah, it's going into Toronto. Toronto, like I said, is a city that's not too happy with the connection. It's mediocre. And yeah, if I can get another passenger train going over to Hong Kong, Chicago, and then of course they can go from Chicago to LA and all that kind of stuff, that should open them up there pretty darn good. Yeah, but money-wise, we're looking good. But I think next time we're going to focus a little bit on... I got to put more thought into this train route going through Hong Kong. Or maybe just... I can't really tear this up, my goods train. I mean, I can, but this is where the goods are. And then, of course, I got this mountain range here. I can't just take the train and loop around. And I can't... I've already tried squeezing through right here. And I can't do that between the factory and the train depot. So it's either move the train depot back a little bit or just go around on this side. I don't know. I have to put more thought into it. But do we got where's our nearest train here? I kind of want to see what it's like going on the train through here. Actually, let me just go ahead and fix this train a little bit through here because I did tear up the tracks. Well, we got one person at the bus stop, but no one waiting to go on the train as of yet. People got to see that we got some magic going on here in town now. So I hope I get this. Nope, I clicked on the bus. I'm trying to click on the city of Chicago. So it says 0%, which doesn't make sense because there are people at the bus stop, but maybe they're from Paris or something like that. I have no idea. Yep, train stops here. I'm not sure if there's a way to change the camera angle or not. To be on like on the side of the train or whatever. I think we're just get a first-person type of view. But at least we get to see the track that we put in. See how she gathers up speed. I think it said top speed was 200 on the train. And definitely needed high-speed tracks for that to happen, because I think the standard track is 150 or 180. But I always just start from the get-go building high-speed track. And this is why I didn't want the passenger train on the same tracks as cargo. So this is what I want to see. Coming on out, we'll see the river. Slowly gaining speed. Yeah, high-speed track. I never found it where train, unless you're going big distances between one stop to another, high-speed track is not usually necessary. But I like the looks of it better than the standard track. Hello, autosave. I don't know if I can put down trees or not. And landscaping. It might be something on the workshop. But right now I'm just playing everything with vanilla. So I'm just trying to get used to the game once again. Like I said, when I started making another series on here, I haven't played Transport Fever for about 9 years. Yep, we got a few people hanging around. So it'll take about a year or two for this to actually earn us some cash, but everything else is raking in the cash. But another line, this gets going, starts making us millions a year. Just add it on top of the money pile. Yeah, I do believe the train's gathering up speed rather quickly as well, rather than using like a diesel or I don't think I have any steam engines because we started in 1950. I think we'll be lucky to hit 150 before we get to Helsinki. Let's see how we do going through our tunnel, which had a little problem when I was doing it on this side of the track, so hopefully it looks good in here. Oh, there's that cone. I may try to fix that. I may try to fix it. Well, we actually are at 140, so that's impressive. You would think I'd be able to do more than 140 going through here. And you know what? We might as well ride the whole line all the way to Washington. So the people on the other side, they're waiting to go to LA. Is anyone on this side? Yeah, we got a passenger that does want to go to Washington. And now we get to see some of our bridge work. Kind of glad that it goes over the road so we don't disturb the traffic going into Helsinki from Vegas. Yeah, so I can't look, I can't change the camera angle. I'm moving the mouse around. It doesn't change us from looking right and left. Oh, who's going the other way? Well, that's our twin sister train. This is kind of like a roller coaster ride, going down a little bit before we go back up. So really getting LA and Washington into the mix on this map. The other cities were somewhat hooked up in one way or another. Whoa, that's a little bumpy going on through there. In real life, that might derail the train for how bumpy that was. And here we are arriving in Washington. And we do got some people on the platform. I got one passenger on board, and that one passenger brings us 4,000. That's an expensive train ticket, I'm just saying. 4,000. 5% of the community have used a bus or the train at this point. Well, and even though we just came through here, another train just went through. We got people really starting to pile up there, which is nice. Wait, did that train just roll in, or is it still? No, that train. Well, that train really went through that quick. Oh yeah, it's already in LA. The one that passed us going the other way. It's already in LA, headed on through. How are we doing here with the connection? Mediocre? All right. And Chicago. Why is, like, no one wanting to take the train out of here? Trying to click on the bus stop to see if anyone's waiting to go around town. Local bus 1. Well, yeah, like I said, maybe next time, if I hitch up Hong Kong and everything, maybe they'll start using the train, and we can cut down on some traffic coming in through here. But overall, not too bad. Another train in the books. Yeah, we can see our plastics are doing wonderful over here. This whole oil line is doing wonders. If we just click on... wait, where's the train? No, that's a passenger train. One train's coming in here. Finances, all in the green, making us like 8 mil per year on average, I would say, in its best year. And not one train, but we got 2 trains on this. So, yeah, this is making us like 16 mil a year just by going from there to there to there. That's all it's doing. That's all it's doing. But anyways, I think it's coming along pretty good. We actually got people down here, like I said, waiting to take a hoverboat on down to LA and or Vegas, depending on where they're going. But they're actually using it. We got goods coming down from our goods production, waiting to go down to Seattle. And you're coming up with nothing, apparently. That's odd, because the Seattle Steel's saying get more transport. And you went down, you got nothing. Lovely. But I'm guessing you're making us money. Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like a lot. But really, the bar difference is 714,000. But you can see it has a good year, then a bad year, a good year, then a bad year. It's bringing steel up. That's all I can say. But anyways, another train in the books, like I said. So next time, we'll try to work on getting a train from Chicago to Hong Kong, down to Toronto and Stockholm, which is right behind us across the harbor. And I just got to figure out a route that's going to work. But anyways, if you made it this far through the video, I appreciate you watching all the way through. If you want to help me a little bit more, hitting the thumbs up button will do more than you know. Thumbs down button's there as well. You know where that is. You can hit that if you like, but leave me a comment as to why. And yeah, if you're new here and you kind of like this content, you might want to think about hitting that subscribe and notification bell. But I'm going to head on out of here. And hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. But until then, have a good one.